So today's date is, and in this video we are going to look at the prices of the most commonly used building materials: sand, stones, cement, blocks, wood, iron rods, and more, coming up next. All right, so first of all, let's start with cement, because you use cement throughout your building process: foundation, block work, lintel, use it for your pillars, everything, right? Plastering and all that. And so this week I'm happy to announce that at least the price of cement has stabilized a bit, with GASEM selling for 95 cedis for the 42.5 grade, whilst the 32.5 grade is selling for 87 Ghana cedis. Now we have a video coming up where we are going to look at the types of cement you should use for your building project, whether 42.5 or 32.5 grade cement. So if you are new to the channel, kindly subscribe and turn on all notifications so you do not miss that particular episode. Dangote cement is slightly cheaper than GASEM cement today, selling at 94 cedis for the 42.5 grade, whilst Diamond cement is selling for 85 Ghana cedis for the 42.5 grade cement. You would also get Super Sem and Simaf at 95 Ghana cedis, but for the 32.5 grade you get it at 88 Ghana cedis for Super Sem and Simaf. Now remember, 2 weeks ago this was selling for about 73 Ghana cedis. So if you want to do plastering or block work, or you are now starting your building project, I advise that you buy your cement in bulk, because cement can last up to 3 months if you keep them properly, right, under the right storage conditions of temperature and pressure. You should be able to last for about 3 months. So instead of buying it every week for the work that needs to be done, just buy in bulk, maybe 100 bags or 200 bags of cement for the next 3 months, so that once you complete your block work and plastering, then you know you don't need cement any longer, and at least it will help you to save some money when building. Next, let's look at the price of wood. So you use wood for your roofing, you use wood for your pillars and your lintels, and you use wood also for your windows and door frames. You use wood throughout the building process. Now there are the 2x4, 2x3, 2x2, 2x6 kind of wood, and then there's also the board type of wood. Today the 2x4 is selling for 55 Ghana cedis, whereas last week it was selling for 50 Ghana cedis. 2x6 is selling for 70 Ghana cedis. It was selling at the same price last week. 2x3 is selling for 45 Ghana cedis, whereas last week it was selling for 49 Ghana cedis. So the price has reduced a bit. And then 2x2 is selling for 40 Ghana cedis, all the way up from 32 Ghana cedis last week. Now always remember that these prices may be slightly different where you are going to purchase them, because one merchant may be different from another merchant. What we try to do is to compare as many merchants as possible and then give you an average, right? So that you have an indicative rate, or you have an idea of what the rate is going to be, like an estimate, right? So that it helps you to plan your building project. Next, let's look at the prices of iron rods today. So today you can get 16 millimeters iron rod for 125 Ghana cedis. Last week 16 millimeters was selling for 125.80. So there's actually a slight depreciation in the cost of 16 millimeter iron rod this week, which is good news. Go and buy it in bulk. Now if you are buying in bulk, it's still selling for 8,800 Ghana cedis. Doesn't matter the quantity you are buying, 8,800. 40 millimeters is selling for 93 Ghana cedis today, whilst the 12 millimeter is selling for 70 cedis, and the 10 millimeter is selling for 48 Ghana cedis. You can also get binding wire for 90 Ghana cedis today. Now these iron rods I'm talking about are the standard iron rods. They are not high tensile iron rods that you are going to use for your skyscrapers and multi-complex story buildings and all that. These are normal iron rods you are going to use in your 2-bedroom house, 3-bedroom house, 4-bedroom house, all the way to maybe a 7-bedroom house, like a 2-story building or 1-story building, etc. Next, let's look at the prices of blocks, because you're going to buy a lot of blocks in your building project. Like a 2 to 3-bedroom house can consume maybe 2,000 to 3,000 pieces of blocks, right? And so for the blocks, I usually use hollow blocks, right? So you get 6 inches hollow blocks selling for 7.5 Ghana cedis, whereas the 5 inches hollow blocks are selling between 6.5 and 7 Ghana cedis today. Next, if you want to buy sand or stones, you need to look at the cubic capacity of the truck going to deliver the sand or stones, right? And so you can get it between 1,800 all the way to 3,000 Ghana cedis, depending on how far they are going to fetch the sand or stones and how far your site is. If you want the prices of doors, we have a dedicated video on doors which was just released last week. And then I also purchased doors this week, right, for my building project. And I got a 1.5 anti-rust door for 3,000 Ghana cedis, but the vendor gave it to me for 2,800 Ghana cedis. And so if you want more detailed prices of doors, I'm going to leave a link in the description below for that as well. So this brings us to the end of today's video. Is there anything else that you want us to cover? Kindly leave it in the comments below and we'll be sure to cover it next week. Thanks, Bebre.